Hello guys, welcome back to Canuckin' Nuts with the Vancouver Canucks, episode number 5. We're at the trade deadline here in year number 2, so I thought of a good trade that I think could help us in the long run and could help us better than the Taylor Hall trade. So originally what I had, I'll show you guys, it was the Taylor Hall deal in place, but this is what I'm going to show you what I had to give up. So I had to give up Carl Hagelin, Helmer, Ochook, and Nashville's first. That got me Taylor Hall. I did not want to part ways with half of this. I did not want to really part ways with that first. And Ochook and Hagelin, Helmer, I'm fine with. The only reason being is, like I said, we've got DiPietro and we have Demko for years to come. So having another goaltender is just going to be trade bait. But I'm looking here at the Islanders. Just look at that record first off. 10, 48, and 6. Probably the worst record of the 2000s. They have a player. He's not on their block, but I'm just thinking since they are technically rebuilding. We got Andrus Lee in the Buffalo series. Why not go with Josh Bailey in this series? So he's at 5 more years with $5 million in cap. He's having an all-right year, I guess, 35 points. He could be better, though. He's playing on a pretty crappy team. So we're going to go for Josh Bailey, and we're going to have a play on the first line. So with that, I have to give up Sven Baertschi. I understand I said I didn't really want to give up Baertschi, but he is not producing. He only has 21 points. So we're going to part ways with Sven Baertschi, and we're also going to part ways with Helmer as well. But I'm going to grab a couple picks back from them. So that's guaranteed right there, what they're going to get. So I'm going to take a 5th, and I got a 3rd. I want to see if I can get a 2nd, though, instead. So it'd be Baertschi and Helmer for Bailey, a 5th, and a 2nd. Let's see if this one will go through. And it does, so perfect, guys. That is our big acquisition this year. It is Josh Bailey coming over. And he will play first-line minutes with Pettersson and Besser. And that'll be perfect for development, especially because Bailey is 30 now. Going with Pettersson, who's still 21, and Besser, who's 23. So these two have a lot together for a couple of years, and then Bailey's just going to help it out, round out. Yeah, so then pretty much everything else stays the same. No more trades really I could really think of when it came to making deals. I could take one more look, though, just to look. We could take a look at defensemen, just for the depth. I don't think there will be really much I'm going to go after. Just hoping this doesn't crash. And I don't want to make the trade just for the sake of trading. But yeah, I'm just looking at it. I don't think I'm going to make any defensive trades, which might suck for us. Just because I did want some depth for us if we were to make a playoff run. And just looking now, there's not much. Unless, how much are these guys? Yeah, I don't want 2 years, I want 1 year. If we already had a first line center, I would say we go with Tyson Barrie, but he is extended. Never mind. We could have went with Tyson Barrie, but that's okay. We'll work with the team we have. We got our big asset in Josh Bailey, and we'll make what am I thinking of? Free agency for the defenseman. So yeah, we'll stick with that, guys. So let's just welcome Josh Bailey to the team. We say goodbye to Sven Baertschi in the process. We keep two firsts though, which is perfect. That was the goal. I tried to keep both the first just in case we don't make it, which is fine. We are we're 5 points out of a playoff spot, and Nashville's only 4 points out of getting pushed out of the playoffs. So we'll see how that all unfolds. We'll just start simulating up to the next game against the Dallas Stars. We will play that and welcome Josh Bailey into the team. So of course I will make the change in the intro video. Maybe in, maybe not. Can't recall. I can't think of it right now if I'm gonna have it in or not by the next episode, this episode, sorry. But besides that, you guys enjoy the game. We'll come back and finish up the season.
he steps across the line. Toward the net. Score! He's got his second of the game. Okay, they win the draw. To the point it comes. Good place to shoot from. They score! It's only a one-goal game now. Angles it ahead to Bailey. Loose puck knocked away by Zuccarello. Snaps one. Blocked. Score! Moved along and in. And ripped to Edler. He scores! A pair of goals by the same team. Takes that pass from the other point man. Sticked away. Oh, that was hard to follow. Score! No goal. No goal. It appears to have been kicked in.
Well, which is it? Goal or no goal? They got to check upstairs to find out.
Vancouver's building starting to rock now, Doc. The review goal is good. The goal counts.
In front of the goaltender.
Little pass that can start some progress ahead. Pass attempt to Lindell. Lets a shot go. He scores! That's his first with his new team. Trying to go to Besser. Hammers his way up the wing at center. Chip to Pettersson. They score! What a quick answer to that one. Doesn't get the shot off. On. Score! Propelled to Pettersson. Laid on to Besser. Score! Just like the coach drew it up. And that's the horn. That's the hockey game. The game is ended. The horn sounds. Two teams came to the ice tonight. One of them leaves victorious, and the other leaves with problems.
You get a goal, and you get a goal, and you get a goal. That's how it felt like there. We win 7-3. I don't know what to tell you guys. That was a good game by everybody. That was a great goal by Granlund, though. Best goal of the year right there. Don't ask me how that went in. Don't ask me how I did it. I don't know how. Demko played well, which was good, besides those goals. But it was a good team effort, and Josh Bailey made his presence felt. In that first game, he had 3 assists, which was great. And Besser and Pettersson obviously leading the way. So now we're just going to simulate the rest, and if we can go on a winning streak here, we'll be pretty darn close. So Josh Bailey, welcome aboard. Not effect, of course. I like to complain about my ice time is something that was a distraction. Need you to go out there and show me that you deserve it. Sorry, look, hockey's a business. He doesn't like my assertive tone. Oh well. So like I said, we win. Let's go on a winning streak. We go on a winning streak here. We can possibly compete for a playoff spot, but of course I don't want to jinx it as we lost 2 straight. And I really don't want to talk about playoffs right now. And Ben Hutton's back, so our defense right there gets an added bonus. We are going to take Derek England out. And we're going to slot Hutton on the 3rd line for now. Utica looking good so far down there, 33, 19, and 9. Derek flew out with a concussion until the 23rd, so good thing we have that depth on defense. Brock McGinn is back, and we believe we had Eriksson out in favor now of him. So Brock McGinn's going to slide in there on the 4th line. Marcus Granlund down to a 78. I know he was an 80, I think, last year, so we may have to look into something like that. And right there, Brock Besser out with a strained hamstring for about the rest of the month, which is not good. That's a big key part to this team right here when it comes to goals especially, so hopefully it doesn't affect us with the goals too much, and obviously it doesn't right there. First game, or both games actually, we've got 7 goals without him. and he's back early, which is better than expected. So Carl Hagen's just going to slide out. Let me know, guys, in the comments below what you think about the Josh Bailey trade. I think it's great for that first line. They get to develop well. They get to play their own. They get to play the playmaker and Pedersen. They get to play the sniper as in Besser, and then you get Bailey, who's going to just be like your tough guy, two-way forward kind of guy, power forward, stands in front of the net. Yeah, so that's what I thought it was a great trade to add, and especially with Taylor Hall being a rental, I don't really expected us to sign him long term. And I see right there at the top, we failed to make the playoffs. 88 points, not bad this year. Geez, I couldn't speak right there. We were out by 4 points, so not the worst of years, but obviously we could do better. And if I take a look, Nashville finished last technically in their division. So we have 2 lottery picks coming up, guys, which is great to see. Obviously, Nashville had 87 points, which is right there. Detroit and New York Islanders finished with 28 points. They didn't get a win at all. I wish there was a way to check the scoring, I wish there was a way to check different out-of-town scoreboards. But New York Islanders, oh my God! Anybody, let me know what you see there. I may have to take a picture and document that. Let's take a look. I want to see though. Go down to their miserable 28 points, 175 goals. That is good enough for last place. 356 goals allowed. Good enough for first place. That was a terrible year for them. How was their points? I know we're gonna talk about us in a second, guys, but I just want to see how terrible this was. And let's look at their team. So Barzal had 53 points, so that's probably not happy whatsoever. Hosang, Berchisi, Villiers, yeah. So they're not still like the strongest team, but still, that is just weak altogether. Who's their goaltender? That's defense. Halak, Grice, and Gibson. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that one right there, especially for them. Let's just talk about us now after I document the picture quickly, because I need to see this. And yeah, 28 points for the New York Islanders. Good for them. So let's talk about us, guys. Let's go back to goals for. I just want to see how we finished when it comes to goals. And I just saw we're at the bottom. Not the greatest, only 207 goals considering first place at 253. So we may have to add some more offense, which is a possibility. When it came to defense, we were actually the top team that did not make the playoffs, only 203 goals allowed. So we need to work on our goals scoring a little bit. Not too hard. Obviously, we can look into more scoring options, plus for depth scoring as well. And I'm just trying to think. Oh, penalty, power play. Right there, I see that's not looking good right there. One of the worst in the leagues at 18%. And penalty kill, we are third when it comes to penalty kills. So we have a good penalty kill. We just need to work on our power play. And so we can think about what we're going to do for the next year, guys. Well, I wouldn't say this is a season to dread on. This was a season of learning, and clearly we learned that this team is one piece away from being a contender. Not a contender, but at least a playoff team. So we'll see where these these picks are going to land us. Because if they can get us picks that are decently higher, if we can move up to the draft, like the top 3, then we can probably get a good, someone good at least. And Derek Pouliot is back, so we are out of roster spots, which is fine. Connor Brick is just going to go down. And time is just going to run out. And we'll see who wins the playoffs. So we'll see who wins the Stanley Cup. We'll see who, where we're drafting. We'll see the retirements and all that. And then we will stop it there and get ready for the draft and free agency next episode. And actually, let's take a look at Utica quickly going forward. Gonna stop that simulation. See how they're doing. So we're in May. So they're up 3-1 against Belleville. We're just going to do it this way. Belleville had a good year, I saw. And we win that, so we're off to the Calder. We're off to the second round? The third round. We're off to the third round in the AHL, which is great for the young guys down there, especially Ole Ulivi leading the team down there. So we're just going to do it this way of what we got. So we take a win there. We get 2 wins. We take a 1-0 loss, so not the worst in the league, not the worst possible. Take a win there, which is good. We go up 3-1. We are going up 3-1, which is good, good, good. And we are off to the finals. Okay, we're going up against Texas, the Dallas Star affiliate, and we lose that big first game 7-3. Take another loss 3-0. We went in overtime 3-2, so we're not over just yet. Take another loss, and that is a do or die game right here, and we win that one, so we stave off elimination going in game 6. And we do not win it. We end up finishing second, losing to Texas, and we're just waiting on a Stanley Cup champion. It's in LA versus Philly, and it is Philly taking it over at LA in 7 games, and Texas taking it down in the AHL. So that leads us to the draft. The draft lottery is about to pop up, and I see we are drafting 11th and 9th. So not the worst in the world. Obviously, okay, New York and Islanders perfect. They get first overall after such a terrible year. But so we have 9th and 11th. We'll take a look at the players available. Thank you, Central Scouting, for letting me know. So we have Lucas Raymond. I'm gonna pinpoint him. Let's hope. We're gonna try and acquire Lucas Raymond, guys. I got him on a other GM series, and he developed pretty quickly, and he's a good goal scorer. So that is a possibility. And then the other one we're gonna have to look for. Obviously, there's not the most. Maybe we could trade our 11th pick and consider getting a player instead with that, like another defenseman. But I do want to get Lucas Raymond in this draft, so let me know, guys, what we should do, what we should give up for Lucas Raymond. Yeah, like I said, though, he develops pretty well, and he'd be a great scorer underneath Besser. So having Besser and then Raymond, and then we'll have Everly probably drop down to the 3rd line at some point. Retirement, so it's Zetterberg, Spezza, Cullen, Jokinen, Filppula, Roy, Horton, Malone, MacArthur. What do you expect? And goaltenders, Nicholas Backstrom, Budai. So most of the same. Nothing too crazy. So that is it for us, guys, here in episode number 5. So we have 2 picks. I told you guys the one player we should get in Lucas Raymond. And of course we can use the other pick as a trading option and getting another defenseman, I think. Because if I go to progress reports, I just want to see how our young guys did in the system. Granlund confused me for a second. I thought the games played was what he is. And Josh Lee, that's kind of high. Ole Levy is now a 78, so he might be able to come up next year. And I don't know if Bowen Byram, what we're at with him. He's a 76, so possibly one more year in the minors may help him when it comes to development. And then goaltenders, I just want to see up in ours. Thatcher Demko now an 86, and I'm pretty sure he needs a contract, if I can't remember or not. And Markstrom's still an 85, so our goaltenders are Demko's developing, which is great. And that is it, guys. So you guys drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, tell your friends, follow us on Instagram, and let me know what you guys think we should be doing for the draft and free agency. I will do one quick thing for you guys, though. Go off with this, show you who's available for free agency. So that is what we're looking at for free agency. You guys take care, and I'll see you next episode.